Thank you.
Of course. All right.
And then email me the link or Travis the link. Perfect.
Yeah. And then it won't gum up our computers. It won't be too much storage space. Okay, Isla, let's take our bow. Now, you might see a kitty cat walk across the front, but don't let it distract you. Tell me about your special listening.
We haven't done special listening.
Uh-oh.
We forgot to.
Okay, make sure to for next week. Did you do a bite ear too? Uh-oh, winter break. Okay.
We really had a very relaxed winter break and had a lot going on. So unfortunately, we sort of slacked off on some of our things, but she's ready. We're back in on the 100-day.
Great.
She's doing the 100-day challenge. And so we're already we're the third day into it, I think.
Yeah, because it started on the 4th. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm writing that down just to make sure I remember to keep up with your 100 days.
You practice too?
Of course I practice. Yeah. I'd like to practice just as much as you do. Sometimes that doesn't happen. All right, Isla, next week you'll do special listening and bite ear tune. Let's start with review today. I'll play the introduction and you play the piece. Look where my bow is. Good for you. And now, long, long ago, from clip all the way to tip. Here's your introduction. Beautifully done. Great. So, Isla, why do we practice every piece that you've ever learned every day?
So that you don't forget them.
That's one really good reason. If you put in all the work to learning these amazing pieces, you might as well continue to play them. But I have another sneaky teaching reason for it. Do you know my sneaky teaching reason?
So that you can have fun and play with other people.
Also true, but that's not my sneaky reason. Yeah, because the cool thing is you can play your violin pieces with every other Suzuki violin student in the world. You don't even have to speak the same language because your violins have the same language. No, so my sneaky reason is that when you learned Twinkle and made it easy, we learned it in this part of the bow on the A string and the E string. What strings did I have you play on it today?
D and A.
D and A, and I can make it even more challenging and take you over and put you on the G and D, right? Or I could make it even more tricky and have you start on a first finger. Or I could make it even more tricky and have you use all fourth fingers. So I think of all these review pieces as like our playground. And every piece of equipment on the playground, I can challenge you. I can say, Isla, can you use a full bow? And you have to see, can I go full bow on Long Long Ago? Can I do full bow on O Come Little Children? Or I might say, Isla, only play at the frog. Or Isla, play right next to the bridge. Or Isla, play with a low two rather than a high two. All these things. So give yourself these same challenges. Use review as an opportunity to make difficult things easy by playing it on the pieces that she already knows.
You did that earlier. What did you play for me earlier? That was in a different. It was really low. May song, right? She played May song
on the G.
Yeah, because every time you could think of it also like exploring new territory or something. Every time you rock strings, the physics are a little bit different. The posture is the same, the technique is the same, the ideas is the same, but the physics are different. And so we want to give her experiences all over the instrument, all over the bow and all over the violin. And she's now at the point where she can just do that. Every piece could be taken to a different string, and every piece could be played in different parts of the bow. Okay? So if you think your review is boring, that's your fault. And I like to pride myself and say that I could make Twinkle difficult for anyone, even myself, especially myself. Okay, now what exercises were we doing with the left hand right now? With the violin hand. We've done some rotate, drop, open, down.
Down. And
Do I have you doing any scales? Do I have you doing any escalators?
I don't have scales or escalators in my notes, and I don't think we.
Have I talked about tennis before? Speaking in code.
But not tennis.
Okay, so Isla, first what I want to see you do is a Mississippi hot dog twinkle with your rotate, drop, open, down. So I'm touching here. 3 steps. Rotate, drop, open, down. Your turn. Let me say something real quick, Isla. You're doing great. Your violin is trying to be held right here rather than right here. Let it float on the shoulder. There we go. Before you go on to the cheese, will you this time narrate with your voice what's happening in your hand? Just say the 3 words: rotate, drop, open, down.
Rotate, drop, open, down. How would I rotate if it's on the same hand?
This one you don't have to. It's just when you go over to the 3rd finger. This one's just drop, open, down, drop, open, down. The voice didn't narrate that one. Can I hear a narration?
I whisper it too. Open, down. Drop, open, down. Drop, open, down.
And let's stop right there. Isla, can you feel the sweat? The brain sweat? Okay, so this is another amazing challenge to apply to all review. And then the general technique here, practice technique, is have her narrate with her voice what's going on in her brain. That makes sure, that allows us to know that her brain is ahead of her body rather than the other way around. Good for you, Isla. Okay, keep working on that. And then let me show you what an escalator is. So we'll do, I'll say a word, or I'll say a letter. I'll play the letter, and then you play the letter. Ready? A. Rotate, drop, open, down. B. Notice that your second finger is right next to your first finger, so just slide it down the slide and land it on C natural, not your tape. Set it right next to your first finger. Yeah, one more time, C. And now you're gonna let it float up to the tape, C sharp. Third finger, D. C sharp. Rotate, drop on C natural, open, down. B. A. So you go to rest position. I'm gonna play it one more time and you try to figure out why it's called an escalator. A. B. C natural. C sharp. D. C sharp. C natural. B. A. What do you think?
Because it's kind of like a scale goes up and down, like an escalator, and that's kind of like a scale.
Yep.
It has that C regular in it.
Right, and escalators go up and down too, right? The reason I specifically call it an escalator is because between the C natural, where 1 and 2 are next to each other, and C sharp, where 2 and 3 are next to each other, the second finger has to glide from one floor to the next floor. I call that an escalator, okay? And this would be specifically called the A open string escalator because we started on A. Now, can you show me your A open string escalator? You're going to say the letter, play the letter. Say the letter, play the letter. You follow the same pattern every time. The same one we did.
A. B. C natural. C sharp. D. C sharp. C natural. B. A.
Really well done. Good for you. Now we're looking for a specific sound too. Yum, A, B, C natural, C sharp, D. We want to play it just as in tune as the rest of our notes. Ashley, at any time you could go over to the piano and plunk out those notes for her, so she's getting a tonal landscape. You can also do a version where you play the piano note, she plays the violin note. You play the piano note, she plays the violin note, back and forth. After this gets quite easy, rock on over to the E string and do the same thing. So do an E string open escalator. And let me just tell you the notes of those real quick so you get the correct pattern. It would be open E, first finger plays F sharp, second finger plays G natural, second finger plays G sharp, third finger plays A, and then you come back down. Okay, good. Now, escalators are like our first step to playing scales. And our scales are the next step to playing book 3. So you're on your way.
Wait, am I in book 2?
Not yet. Isla, will you play perpetual motion all the way through? We'll see if it's ready for review. Since we figured out that trick on the recording. Before you start playing, I want you to test for yourself if your violin is really balanced on your shoulder. So that's where it switches over to doubles.
I think you were going over. So I lost track of where you were. But we, I don't know if did you get my message about this song?
Yeah, did you get my response?
No, I didn't. And so I thought, oh, well, I guess we'll just keep practice. So she's been practicing it the way we heard on the recording. So I'm not sure if that's something different, if you had asked us to do something different, but
Let me just quickly try again and make sure that our messages are coming through. Do you have your phone on you?
I do.
What's your number again? Can you tell me?
It's 607-259-9547. And I could
You sent it text, didn't you?
yeah, on the 19th, December 19th, I just sent a text because I was following up after our
I see it.
lesson last time, and then I sent the link of the one we've been listening to, and I don't know, I know I sent sort of like a long essay of a text.
Did what I just sent come through?
No, I don't. Did you just send it? Yeah. Or no, I don't have anything yet.
Oh, weird. So look, you sent on December 19th.
Yes.
And then I responded right after with a whole explanation.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I don't have anything after my message.
How
I'm
weird.
sorry.
So I just tried sending it as a text message. Well, I just want to make sure that we can communicate with our phone.
Yeah, for sure.
I can send a screenshot to your email too. But yeah, I said you're totally right that the recording is that way.
Yes.
I totally heard that. I said, I wonder if it's an older version. I've never heard it played like that. And now I see that they play it all the way through the singles twice and then they do the doubles once. And so generally now with Suzuki repertoire, what happens is they do the singles through one time.
The singles one time, okay.
One time.
The singles one time, the doubles one time? Is that what you said?
Okay. And the singles have 4 sentences. And I'll just speed sing through them, Isla. So I want you to get a little map. And then this one's the same as the first one. Done. Now we start doubles.
Okay.
And it's the same thing, but just double bowed.
Does that make sense? Starting back again with 1, right? Section 1.
Yes. Yeah. So it's section 1, 2, 3, 4. Section 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm so sorry, Isla, that we're making you giving you.
Try it again. Do you understand what that is? So it's you just do singles once. Go 1, section 1, 2, 3, 1, and then section 1 double. You play the double. Section 1, 2, 3, 1 with the long. Do you want her to try it again?
I'd love to. And for practice purposes, Isla, do you have 4 walls in your house surrounding you? Kind of.
We've got a couple of alcoves, so.
Well,
this is 1 wall, that's 1 wall, 3, 4, right?
There you go. Yeah. So for practicing purposes, point to, maybe start with the piano direction. Point to that wall first. When you finish your EEs and your AAs, then you turn to the next wall. When you finish your EEs, AAs, then you turn to this wall. Then you do your high A's, and then finally you finish with, isn't that the front door over here?
No.
Back door.
This way.
Front door, back door, yeah. So then you finish pointing towards the back door. And then you start your doubles. Doubles, 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 done.
Does that make sense? You want to try? And
then that's where you would turn, Isla. Now find a new face. Good.
Yeah, turn and face, play the section 2.
Isla, that was totally correct, but make sure you face back to your original wall for number 1, doubles. Yes. Great. So you've got it. I just want to make sure that it's totally mastered. We figured it out. So I need to do a couple of real quick housekeeping questions, and then we'll need to take our bow. One, are you all planning to do the recital on January 23rd?
You wanted to do that, right?
Okay, and what piece would you like to play, Isla?
Wait. I keep getting the names mixed up.
Allegro.
It's not Allegretto, it's Allegro. I keep getting the names mixed up. Like I forget Allegro, and then I keep wanting to say Allegretto.
Okay, and do you know who wrote Allegro? Dr. Suzuki himself. Okay, and are you gonna play with her, Ashley?
She wants to do a solo this time, she said, so she's going to play by herself.
Sounds good. So be practicing that at the beginning of every practice as a performance, as she's gotten really skillful at. Second question, do you get home before this, or is 2 the earliest that you can meet?
We're home. We're
Okay.
home. They're Isla and Sasha are both, we're doing homeschool this year with COVID, so
Mm-hmm.
we're home all day.
We might, now that we're getting so late into book 1, we might consider doing a 45-minute lesson.
Okay.
And you guys are the first of the day, so we could do 1:45 to 2:30 potentially. But maybe you and Travis can talk about that.
Okay.
All together. Make sure that we're prioritizing review. It's the most important part of the lesson. All these little details about posture, staying up on the shoulder, opening from the elbow, the rotate, drop, open, down, and then challenging her with other strings. So that's going to be the most effective use of your practice time. Okay. And then I won't hear Allegretto and Andantino today, but since she's been practicing it, if you want to send me a video, that would be great. But let's figure out our phone communication. Maybe if you send me something, send me an email as well.
Okay. And I will send you an email too, just to double check that you have mine. I think maybe we have each other's, but then that way you can email me the link to this as well.
Great.
Perfect. And what date again was the recital? Was it January 23rd or the
23rd at 2 p.m. That should be a Saturday.
I kind of got confused because I wasn't listening at first, but then when you heard, then when you said recital, my mind kind of trailed off until you said third, and then I was like, wait, it's not the third, it's the sixth.
Yeah. And then you're still working on all the bridges for Etude, right?
Yes.
Have those down so we can work on the notes next week. Isla, let's take a bow. Oh, I'm sorry. Last thing, so many housekeeping. Isla's being invited into the next group class. So she's currently in Sarah's, but I think she'll fit well in the next group class, which is more of a book 1 range with Belinda and Jennifer, who are both also fabulous teachers. So I've been in touch with them. They haven't sent me the link and information for sure, but I'll probably be in touch with that later today or later this week.
Okay. Great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Ramona has something to show you, I guess.
Okay.
There she is.
Did you get a haircut?
Yes.
But are you showing me your dress?
Yes.
Wow. Where is it from?
My mama made it.
I thought that might be the case. That's real. You're so lucky to have me make clothes for you. How cool is that? It's long too. It almost touches the ground.
It was Ramona's design.
Really?
Wanted it long.
How cool is that? I love that.
Oh, it just started like snowing, hailing like crazy.
Do you want to see what it looks like outside here?
Let's see. Beautiful.
Sunny, dry. It's like 80 degrees outside.
That's so nice.
But I have to have it in order to endure all the way through May.
Yeah.
I picked out this fabric.
Really? Can you show me up close so I can see what's on the fabric? Oh, looks kind of like a print, like leopard print or something. Of circles. Beautiful, Ramona. All right, I'll take my violin and bow into rest position. Will you meet me there so we can take a bow? Rest position violin, good for you. And then I have my bow on its seat belt, on its hook, pointing towards the ground. Okay, is your body ready to be still for the watching game? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, isn't it amazing how concentrated your mind can be? Wonderful. So Ramona, we're going to do 3 things today. We're going to do violin things, and then we're going to do bow things, and then I'm going to teach you a new song called Chicken on a Fence Post. Okay, so since we're starting with violin, will you put your bows down, please? Good, but keep your violin. Good for you. All right, first things first, we're going to take this beautiful violin into playing position. So you need to start in rest position. That's it. Play position feet. Good. 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 Wow. Wonderful. Ramona, would you like to hear a piece from book 1, 2, or 3? Hold up your fingers. 1, 2, or 3. Okay. I thought you might say that. Let me see here. And go back to rest position. Where's rest? Yay! Ramona, have you heard that piece before?
No.
I'm so happy to have been able to share it. It's called Humoresque. Do you want to say Humoresque?
Humoresque.
That one's in book 3.
Humoresque.
The violin posture looks fabulous. Great work, both of you. Ramona, our next step for the violin is playing Eek, Ants, and Pop Goes the Weasel in playing position. Which would you like to do first?
Pop Goes the Weasel.
Okay, we're going to do each one once. Okay, so start in rest position. Good. Playing feet. Great, and your hand is beautifully wrapped around the tummy. Now your bow hand can make an L. And hook that thumb to the corner of the fingerboard and pluck an good E, A. That's it. One more time. E, A. Good. So you're going pop goes the weasel. Good. Here comes your piece. Yay! Reach up. Go back to rest position. Take a big bow, Ramona. We want to celebrate that. Yay! Oh, that was fun. And you and your mom can pick if you want to do it fast, or if you want to do it slow, or if you want to do it medium. Okay, do that in practice. And now it's time to do Eek, Ants up in playing position. Do you remember how the words go?
Yes.
Okay. Playing feet, squishy knees. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Okay. Oh, I need to catch up. 1, 2. All right, make an L. Attach that thumb to the corner. Ready, play. You can see some digging in the going under. Okay, stay right there, Ramona. I want to hear you do a solo, which means you play by yourself. Reach up to the violin shoulder. Go back to rest position. Yes. Now, when I clap, what I'm doing is I'm saying, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for playing. That was gorgeous. And then what you do, Ramona, is you put your feet together and you take a big bow and you say with your bow, thank you for listening. Can we try that again? Yes, that's how we say thank you. It was a joy. All right, we finished our violin part of the lesson. So
Where are you?
I'm in Texas.
I've noticed you're in a different place.
Yeah, you're very observant. Can you tell it's much bigger than my tiny house? This is a big house. Yeah. You look like you're in the same place, is that right?
Yes.
And where is that? Where do you live?
In Ithaca.
In Ithaca. I'll be back there soon. I'll be back in Ithaca next week. Ramona, we're gonna do one bow game that you choose, and then we're gonna do a few new bow things that I choose. What bow game do you choose to play first?
Soup game.
Soup game. Okay, I thought you might say that.
I like the soup game.
Are you hanging your own tags?
Do that again.
Beautiful. And you're attaching the bent thumb? Okay, I've got my big pot.
You want to bump them?
Oh, great.
Okay.
Ramona, I wish I could bump my thumb with you. I'm reaching my thumb through the camera. Bump with you.
You don't step on that. There you go.
I'm putting a microphone in.
A microphone in our soup?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I haven't tasted that before. I'll put in some hot water.
Mm.
Your turn.
I'll put in some light bulbs.
That sounds sharp. I'll put in some pineapple. Stir that in there.
I'll put in speakers.
Okay. I'll put in some coffee. Oh.
I'll put in some eyeballs.
Some people eat eyeballs, I think. I'll put in some vegan ice cream.
I'll put in some tar strings.
Okay, this is my last one. I'm gonna put in some peanut butter. What's the last thing you're gonna put in?
Rocks.
Rocks, yum. Okay, let's drink it.
Oh, wait, those rocks.
It's hard to digest rocks. They just make my tummy hurt. Yeah. Okay, shake that bow hand out, Ramona. Wiggle it, wiggle it. Good. Okay, now you actually need to set your bow down. Bows down, please. But stand up. Great. Now, Meredith, do we have some sort of balancing object around somewhere? Maybe the fish, or
Oh,
I have here like a little airplane.
I have a rock or a little lion.
Great.
Lion.
A lion?
Good.
Try that.
Okay, so you hold the lion, Meredith. Ramona and I are gonna get ready. So, Ramona, fly your butterfly up to your head. Good. Now, can you make a circle between finger number 2 and thumb? Yeah, look through that monocle at me. Great. And the rounder that circle is, the more you can see. Good for you. Okay. I call this a peek hole because you can peek through it. And then I'm going to let my peek hole drop and turn it into a table. I'm going to keep the circle, but now I have a table on top of my hand that I could hold my thing with. Yeah. And then you can add the lion on top there.
I think I want to do
You want to do the rock?
a rock.
Okay, rock. This is your tabletop here.
Now you'll notice that my table is kind of like the head of a swan, and my neck comes down this way. So I don't want my swan like this. I want my swan like that. Yeah. And then my swan's gonna swim over to my other shoulder. Can you do that? Can you swim it over here with me? Yeah, and swim it back and forth. Deliver your, is it a rock now?
Mm-hmm.
Deliver your rock all over. Wow, look how smooth that swan is swimming. Beautiful. Let's do all of that again. Meredith, can you grab her rock? Shake out your hand, Ramona. Butterfly landing on the head. Peek hole. Look through it. And then a table. And swim your swan. Beautiful. Okay, now here's our last kind of fun step. So we're gonna take out the real bow. The real violin bow, horsehairs and everything. Ramona, you're gonna hand that to your mom. And here's your challenge, okay? So you're gonna go through everything: butterfly, peak hole, table, swan swim. And then you're gonna hold your swan over here. We don't have to put the rock on it this time. And then Meredith, you're gonna run this bow through her hands like this. And no matter what, Ramona's not gonna grab the bow. She's gonna keep an open peek hole here the whole time. So you're gonna touch the hand and the fingers, but the fingers are just gonna stay soft.
With the rock or not with the rock?
Let's not do rock this time.
Okay. Can you get on that side?
Yeah, great. And the fingers are so squishy that the bow just travels through and it doesn't bother them. Wow. Good.
Oh, Ramona.
It's snowing.
I know. Let's try to focus on what we're doing. Let it go.
Okay, let's try one more time. Now, I think Ramona should put her eyes on the bow because that shows that she's thinking about the bow.
Ramona, please come over here and stand up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good.
Don't touch the hair.
We do have to be careful with that. Mostly we're just letting the stick of the bow run underneath her fingers.
Can she relax from the circle?
She
Or
can relax with it still touching. That's actually the difficult part.
Yeah.
Mhm. She's doing a great job of not grabbing, isn't she? Okay. So I think that's good for today. So what you'll do this week in practice, she'll do a couple of those levels, right? Making the peak hole, making the table. The table, we really want to be flat enough that we can have an object to balance. So when we were doing it with the bow just now, it was a little diagonal. Flat. So keep practicing that, right? And then do a lot of swimming. You can even have her make different shapes, swim around her face, like that. Okay? And then she's getting more and more used to the fingers not responding to the bow. The fingers being in contact without having to grab, which is a big developmental hurdle. And then next week, I'll show her how to drop her tags on exactly the right place on the bow. And then we'll do a big project called the 500 bow holds. Ramona, 500 is a big number, but I know you can do it. So you're going to use your practice to make 500 bow holds on your real bow. Once that happens, then the bow goes on the string. Those are our steps.
Cool.
Great. So this week you're getting comfortable. Next week we start our 500 bow holds project. And then once that's complete, bow will be on the violin. Real bow, real violin. I'm excited for you. Now we have 5 more minutes, actually 6 minutes, and we had one more thing to do. Do you remember what that last thing was?
A song.
A song. Yeah, it's called Chicken on a Fence Post. You know what a chicken is. You know chicken. Do you know what a fence post is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a post that holds up a fence. So our song is about a chicken who's on top of a fence post. Can you say chicken on a fence post?
Chicken on a fence post.
Can you say chicken on a fence post?
Chicken on a fence
Can you
post.
say chicken on a fence post? Chicken on a fence post. Great. All right, now I'll say chicken on a fence post with my violin, and you say chicken on a fence post with your voice. My turn, then your turn. Ready? She can sit down. It's okay.
Okay.
My turn. Your turn.
Chicken on a fence post. Chicken on a fence post. Chicken on a fence post.
Great. Now I'm gonna sing you the whole song. You and your mom turn on your ears so you can hear the whole song. I start it. This is my turn. Chicken on a fence post. Chicken on a fence post. Chicken on a fence post. And then I usually say, rodeo. But you could say whatever you want. You could say Ramona or pineapple. You could put whatever word you want there. Okay. Do you understand how the lyrics work? You just say chicken on a fence post in between the violin spots. I think we should all play it together. So I'll play the violin parts and you all sing the singing parts. Okay. Do you want to pick a word to say at the ending?
Okay. Pineapple.
Perfect. Here we go.
Chicken on a fence post. Pineapples at the end.
Okay.
One more time. Chicken on
Chicken on a fence post.
Chicken on
On
a
a
fence
fence
post.
post.
Chicken on
On
a fence post.
Get ready for your pineapple. Pineapple.
Pineapple.
Yes, good. So, Meredith, do you have some sort of recording device?
Sure, yeah, I do. I can record something.
I'd love to just have you record me doing it so you can sing along with me.
Okay.
Chicken on a fence post.
Yeah, I can record it right on here.
Okay. And then for this recording, we're gonna be quiet so that you can leave your singing for practice. But you can think chicken on a fence post if you'd like. Chicken on a fence post. There we go. Now, of course, spice this up however you want to. You know, you can go back and forth between Ramona saying chicken on a fence post, you saying chicken on a fence post. You can whisper it. You could shout it. You could do it in your mind. You could do it with your hands. You could do it on a drum. All sorts of options.
Chicken on a fence post.
Yes, I think you like the shouting one for today. Ramona, we're at the end of our lesson because we did all three of our things. What do we do at the very end?
Song.
What'd she say?
Song.
A song. We just did the song.
Yeah.
We take our bow at the end.
What?
Ow.
Stand up. Oh, I want to tell you something. If we get our bodies up at the same time that we get our precious violins up, there's a possibility that we'll drop our violins. So we're going to go in order. Can you set your violin down? Okay, so now stand up.
Just you.
Oh, just your body. Just your body. Bows up, please. Please pick up your violin. And now meet me in rest position. That was the safe way to do it. Thanks. Okay, here's my signal to end the lesson. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a fun week.
You too.
Fun Saturday. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hello, Sasha.
Hi, Drake.
Happy New Year.
Drake,
Yes?
you look different.
I look
You
different.
have your glasses on.
You're right. I can't find my glasses.
Oh no.
I know. Luckily, they're not, like, I can see without them, but I don't know where they went. Sasha, you might also be noticing that I'm in a different place. That might make me look different, too. Yeah. What's new with you? Anything new happened in your New Year's break?
An Animal Crossing that is on our Nintendo. It's actually, you can't even go into that place where Mommy's bank is, and because every time when you speak to the guys who's outside, they actually give you gifts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell Drake what you did in the real world last night?
Yeah. We watched the ball drop.
Well, that was on New Year's Eve. That was a couple of nights ago. But what did we do together last night? Did we go somewhere?
We went skiing.
Wow.
In chairlift.
Yeah, how lucky are you? Was it snowy?
Yeah.
Neat. Well, do you want to see what it looks like here in Texas? You want to see what outside looks like? Sunny, 80 degrees.
Hi. Look at those green leaves on those trees.
How's there still leaves on the trees when I see snow on the ground?
Oh, maybe you saw the light. It's just a lot of sunlight. There's no snow.
Also, well, we have a little bit of snow here. So Drake's in another place. And where Drake is, there's no snow. It's warmer.
Mm-hmm.
Here, it's cold.
It's kind of cold out, yeah.
Yeah.
Great. You
I
doing
don't have to go out on cold days.
You doing okay, Travis?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Good.
Do we have a box violin by any chance?
We do.
Yay.
I got it for Christmas.
It showed up under the tree.
Wow. Great. And by any chance, did it come with a shoulder pad?
Ooh, no, it did not.
And
Okay. Could you grab like a hand towel or just something to elevate that a little bit for her?
Sure.
Okay, thanks. Sasha, while he's doing that, let's go ahead and take our beginning of lesson.
look, there's actually a chin rest.
I know, you have so many parts on there.
But there's no end button.
Mm-hmm. You might have to draw it. So while he's doing that, I want to play the watching game. Can you set both your violin and bow
I
down?
did look at your nose earlier.
What?
I did look at your nose earlier.
Okay, look through the computer right here. Resting eyes. Look through the computer and see if you can tell what color my eyes are. That's how much you're looking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep body still.
7,
7, 8, 9. 10. Good for you. Nice watching.
Right.
So
Should work.
I think we should start with not the watching game, the where's the scroll game. Because this is Sasha's violin.
Sasha's box violin.
I have my own scroll too. I have to walk closer.
Well, I think what we should do is we should set the instrument on the ground. You should sit crisscross, and the computer will tilt down so I could see you. Yes.
Love that. Let me see if I can move forward a little bit. There we go.
Perfect. All right, set it down on the ground. Great. And there we go. Pull the violin close to you because I want to see where your finger's pointing. All right. Where is the scroll?
Here's the squirrel.
Where are the pegs?
Here are the pegs.
Where are the strings?
Here are the strings.
Where is the peg box?
Here is the peg box.
Where is the fingerboard?
Here is the fingerboard, the
Mhm.
black box.
Yeah, the black part is the fingerboard. Where is the neck?
Here is the neck.
Where are the shoulders?
Here are the shoulders.
Where are the C bouts?
Here are the C's, though they don't really look like C's.
Where are the F holes?
Here are the apples.
But they kind of look like F's. And where is the bridge?
Here is the bridge.
Where are the fine tuners?
Here are the fine tuners.
Where is the tailpiece?
Here is the tailpiece.
Where is the chin rest?
Here is the chin rest.
Where is the invisible end button?
Here is the invisible end button.
And where is your box violin?
Here is my box of a violin.
Great, let's do a turbo round. I'll say the name and you point there as quick as you can. Pegs.
Huh?
Pegs. Chin rest. F holes. Fingerboard.
Fingerboard?
Fingerboard. Good. Back. Scroll. Shoulder pad. Neck. Fine tuners. Tailpiece. Shoulders. Invisible in button. And did I show you where the purfling is?
Huh?
Did I show you the purfling?
No.
Oh, this
I
is the
don't
one.
know what the purfling is.
So if you look at my real violin, you'll see that there's a very tiny black line that goes all the way around the outside. Does your violin have a tiny black line?
I see that black line.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your purfling. And then did I show you where the nut is?
I already know where the nut is. It's this line that feels like a nut.
That's it. Hey, do you have one of these? I don't know if your box does. On my strings, I have something here called a winding. Do you have winding on your strings?
Hmm. Tough to say. It's kind of dark on that part of the box violin.
Don't say a winding that's green.
Okay, well we get to look forward to that in your once you have your real violin. So
There we go. That's
do we have something like a marker or a Sharpie nearby?
I can get one. Yeah.
Okay.
Right here.
like while he's gone. Look. The frog is here.
Yeah. You can see all the parts on there. Do you know where the tip is?
Yeah, I have the tip, but no strings. That's the only thing I'm missing.
No hair, yeah. No hair on the bow.
Okay, we have a little Sharpie, blue.
So on your box violin, if you were holding it up like this with the shoulder pad on the back.
I think you left your box violin right on the
There it is.
So shoulder pad on the back, the strings are pointing forward.
Mhm.
On this side of the violin,
Mhm.
so it would be like the left looking from the back.
Sure.
I'm going to put 4 dots, and they're going to be right where her fingers are going to go, like
I see.
so.
Where's your violin? Good. And you put it right here, right? Okay. Do we want her? Yeah, up by the closer to the neck.
Yeah.
Okay, with just your fingertips up there. Boop, 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 boop. Slide it. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Let me put some dots on there for
And
you.
then you can also draw a line for her on the back where the thumb goes. So I hold mine like this.
Okay. Let's see, where's the thumb on the back? Can you put your front fingers on? Yeah, and put your thumb on the back. Boop. All right, move your thumb. Move your thumb. There you go, thumb spot too. Nice.
Great. So, Sasha, let's talk about how to put this box violin in the safe resting spot. So show me your resting feet on your foot chart.
I'm here to rest position.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this violin and you're going to tuck it underneath your bow arm. And my bridge is facing out towards your dad. That's it. And then the last thing we want to check is that the elbow is wrapping around the bridge, not covering it up. You want your elbow peeking out, or your bridge peeking out.
What we can do is we can move the violin forward just a little bit like that. You see? Bridge.
Good for you. And then what we want to avoid, we don't want the violin to point down here because this is a sort of a sad, droopy scroll. So we make our scroll happy and perky, up like this. Yeah. Great. Now, wiggle your violin fingers at me. Okay. And when I snap my fingers, you're going to put them all on your violin shoulder on their dots. Oh, but I didn't snap yet. Great. Okay, wiggle them again. So when you put your fingers on your dots, the name for that is called number one. Can you say number one?
Number one. That's easy.
Okay. Then what you want to know what you do for number two? You don't want to know?
I said I don't know.
You don't know, but do you want to know? Okay, so for number two, you lift up, while you're holding your dots, you lift up bow arm, and you hold violin out like a stop sign in front of you.
Nope.
Great, but you're not on your dots, so let's try that again.
Where you going?
Thank you for being so delicate with your rest position. Find the dots that your dad marked. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Where are your dots? Fingers on your dots.
And then your thumb is covering the back dot. Great. That's number one. Then we're ready for number two. You lift up arm and you hold violin out like a stop sign.
Okay, lift up. And hold it.
Good. Okay, now Sasha, take it back to number one. Go up to number two. Okay, here's number three. For number three, we let the end button come forward and the scroll rock backwards until the violin is completely upside down.
Nice.
Yes. Okay, roll it back to number two. Roll it to number three. Roll it to number two. Roll it to number three. Roll it to number two. Go back to number one. And now you're in rest position with a resting hand. Let the violin hand be resting down on the side. That's it. Okay, Sasha, put your violin down on the ground.
That's perfect.
Set your violin down, please. Good. Now I want to show you me going through all of my steps from beginning all the way to number three. I want you to put on your binoculars. Can you put on your binoculars to watch me? Ooh, what finger number is that?
3.
3. Those are amazing binoculars. Okay, here I go. I find my resting feet. My violin's in resting position with my bridge peeking out. Okay, here I go. Play position feet. Squishy knees. Number 1, I cover my dots. Number 2, I make my stop sign. Number 3, I turn it over. And then I can go backwards. Number 2, number 1, rest position. Let's try that together. Will you please pick up your violin, please? Find this rest position spot with me.
Find that rest position, honey. Okay, your feet are set.
Mhm.
Now, how do you put your violin in rest position? Violin in rest position goes under your bow arm, right? Remember, you want to have the strings would face away from your body. If your strings are right here, this is facing towards your body. There you go. Good.
Yeah, happy scroll.
Scroll should be nice and happy up in the air. All right.
Okay, let the hand come down to its resting spot too.
Fully resting, Sasha. You have to be fully resting. You have to put your hand by your side to get to first position. Number 1.
Okay, now this place is rest position where everybody is asleep in their resting spot.
That's it.
Number 1.
Now number 1.
Oh, oops. I made a mistake. Can I get another chance? Is that okay with you? Okay, thank you. Resting position. Play position feet. Can't forget that one. Are you there? Okay, squishy knees. This is like the elephant swings. Squishy knees. Number 1.
Thumb on the back.
Number 2.
Stop sign.
Number 3.
You can put this on now.
Yes. Number 2. Number 1. Rest position.
And your feet.
Feet too.
Nice.
Good for you, Sasha. Do you think you'd be able to do it if your dad said the numbers for you rather than me?
Think. You want to try it right now?
Yeah.
Let's have Sasha in rest position.
I'm thinking.
What are you thinking?
I don't want to do this on ladder practice.
We will. We'll get to do this week. Let's show Drake that we can do it right now. All right. Let's see if we can. Let's stay in rest position. Show Drake number 1. Can you show Drake number 1? Where do you put your fingers? And I made a mistake as well. Before you even put your fingers, what should you do with your feet? Play position. Fingers in place. Looks like number 1 to me. What about number 2? Oh, like a stop sign. Oh, not like that. Facing forward and your arm out away from your body like this, Slash. There you go, good. What about number 3? Upside down. Ooh, pretty good. And now can you go back to rest position? Oh, the feet. Very good.
That's wonderful. Okay, so this is a big practice point for you to work on this week. You can even get it to a place where Sasha can do the numbers herself. He remembers the order. Playing feet, squishy knees. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
I just broke my ankle.
Whoa. Does it hurt?
What?
Did it hurt?
Did it hurt?
No.
I just hit it.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Down your violin.
down your violin.
Good. Now you stay seated, Sasha. I'm gonna put you on pause, and I'm gonna ask your dad a few questions.
Okay.
You can.
Sasha, pause. See you. Sasha, you can have a seat. Right here. Good.
I just quickly want to run through everything that we've done before, so I know exactly what to do next. Have you done owl heads?
No.
Okay. Have we done the violin hand song yet? I don't think so, right?
Nope.
Okay, great. And then as far as the bow goes, we've hung the arm and we've hung the tags, but we haven't done it on our dowel rod yet, right?
We started doing it on the dowel rod last week. I stopped short of trying to have her make a bow hand.
Okay.
Just that I didn't want to start a wrong habit, and I couldn't quite recall
Good.
all of the parts.
Wonderful. And then have we done any singing yet with her besides Where's the Squirrel?
I mean, there a little bit of singing, but not a terrible amount.
Okay. Good. And then what have I not said that we haven't done like in the last week or 2 weeks?
So things that we have done in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were doing some of the Simon Says games with positions, the walking around, dancing, stopping with music, the elephant swings, elbow touches, airplane balance, finger floating, rhythms, mostly with Mississippi Hot Dog and Mississippi and Hot Dog, Ready Set Drop, which is fun. You love that.
Did we do the numbers?
We did numbers of the fingers, yeah.
Okay.
And the alphabet. We were working on forward and backward of the alphabet.
Fabulous. Okay, we have a great start.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. So if you want to switch me back to Sasha.
Come on, Sasha, you should be back in your sitting position.
So the first thing that we're going to do is called an owl head. So move your feet to playing feet.
Playing position.
Now you're going to keep your belly button pointed right at me. But you're going to let your head float side to side like this. Good. Now I wonder if your dad put his hands on your shoulders, I wonder if your head would go back and forth.
Does your head still move while your shoulders are still turning? Oh my goodness, look at this.
Wow.
Well, that motion is right in your neck.
That's an owl head. Wonderful, Sasha. Okay, so what I love is we can use the owl head to do the watching game. Have we done the watching game together?
Well, at the beginning of practice, right?
Way back when, right? So with the watching game, you take out your with the 5 objects game, you take out 5 objects, and it's similar to when we count to 10. So your dad's gonna spread out, not right now, but in practice, your dad's gonna spread out 5 objects around the room. And the better she gets at it, the more tricky you can be, putting it all around her, 360 and a big view. And then your dad might say something like, "Hey Sasha, look at the marble." And you take your eyes and you put them right on the marble. And then he might say, "Hey Sasha, look at the dinosaur." And you take your eyes and you put them right on the dinosaur. And then he might say, "Hey, look at the gold camel." And then you put your eyes right on the gold camel. Once this becomes easy, you can actually use your owl head to do all of the looking.
Okay, I remember this now.
Yeah. So that's, I call that the 5 objects game.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we can also get closer and closer. One of the hard things is the proximity of looking. So you can even hold the, let me show you something real quick. Hey, Sasha, playing feet. Playing feet. Butterfly hand on your head. Beautiful. Okay, now with your second finger, finger number 2, make a peek hole. Look through it. Okay, now with just this arm, you're going to drop that peek hole down until it makes a table. Now my table is flat, so if I put my froggy on my table, my froggy's not going to fall off. I'm not letting it go. There you go. And if you have anything there, Travis, you could balance it on her table.
You want to try, Sasha? Here comes this little figure. You want to make a table? With your hand? The way that Drake just showed you?
Let's do it one more time. So butterfly, Sasha.
Butterfly to your head.
Good. Peek hole with second finger and look through it.
Second finger, Sasha.
Good. And then just drop the hand. The elbow doesn't have to come up. Beautiful.
Oh my gosh. Here it comes.
Now, what is it that you have on your hand?
It's a great question.
Looks like a body.
It's a portion of a body. There are
Okay.
legs seem to be missing, and a head does as well.
Okay, so
Arms.
you're looking at this body. You're not going to let it drop like you just did. You're going to keep it balanced on your table. Now, I have a little froggy. Can you see the froggy's eyes? Yeah, the red eyes. So Froggy's looking up at me and I'm looking at Froggy, and I can actually play a little miniature watching game with the Froggy. So I'm looking at Froggy and I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you could even take a little baby bow to your body, or to my Froggy. Take a little baby bow with your head. There you go. Good. Now I want to show you one more thing, Sasha. When you do your peek hole table, the shape I imagine here is kind of like a swan's neck. So I have my swan face and I have its neck coming down here. I wouldn't ever want to make my swan go down like this. Look how uncomfortable this looks for my swan. I'm letting my swan neck gently hang down this way. Okay? And then what I can do is I can make my swan swim really gracefully through the water. There you go. And again, this is one of those things where you'll get to where the trunk of the body stays still and just the shoulders moving. You can help her with that in practice by just anchoring the shoulders.
Okay.
Look, it's standing up on me.
Yeah, and then you could have the body standing up and take the body all over. You can do little magic carpet rides.
Yay!
Yeah, and maybe you'll have, Travis, a little collection of things that rests well and then eyes that she can look at during the watching game.
Okay.
I'm trying to fly like a hummingbird. I mean, my arms can go fast like a hummingbird.
Okay, I have the perfect game for us right now, Sasha. This is called Sing the Strings. Okay? Can you sing along with my A? I'm putting the A into my ear and I'm pulling it out of my mouth. Put the A in your ear. And pull it out your mouth with my music. Let me hear you sing that. Put it in your ear and pull it out. A. Great. And let's do one for the E. So what you want to do is put it in your ear and pull it up like this tall, because E is really high. E. Put it in your ear. Pull it out your mouth. E. Let me hear you do it.
Ready?
Put it in. Beautiful. And let's see how D goes. D. Great. And crouch down on the floor for this last one. This one's really low.
Get low.
G. So we call this one Sing the Strings. So you sing A with the tuner, and then with each of these you're going in different directions, putting in E.
Mm-hmm.
What about
D, G.
What about A?
That'll be the first one.
Yep. And you can do it along with the piano playing those or a guitar or even have Isla play those strings to play along with.
Excellent.
Okay. Great.
D and G are low.
And then let's finish today with building a real bow hold.
Oh my goodness. Do you want to build a real bow hold? That puts you one step closer to making soup.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, so here's your instruction. Bows up, please. Oh, she already did it. Great. You're going to need to hand your bow over to your dad.
Yeah.
Do we still have a Sharpie close by?
Mhm.
Okay, so I want you to make a couple of marks. So
Okay.
make 2 marks right in the middle of the bow,
Okay.
like where my white ones are.
Sasha, you need to sit down. You're standing still. You could step on things and ruin this. Please stand up and be still. So here and here about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see
Okay.
people going back and forth.
Yeah. And then if you could, Travis, also draw a squiggle
Mm-hmm.
on the top in between the 2 whites. Now make sure the frog is pointing down for this.
Okay.
Draw your squiggle. And the last one is just above where the frog is. We want to put a line. Right here for me, it's between the frog and the grip. Just put a ring around the bow at that point.
All right.
Okay, so now what you're going to do, Travis, is you're going to support the bow by holding on the squiggle.
Okay.
Here. Good. That's it. And then you're going to point the frog towards her. And then she's going to hang her tags on top. Now, when she hangs her tags, she's going to need to slide to make sure that her second finger is actually lined up exactly on that line.
I think I need to be on the other side, hey?
Yeah.
Other hand, honey, your both hand.
Bow hand lands and slide to find where second finger matches up with the line.
Okay. Second finger. And you get second finger to match up with the blue line. Very close. Where's second finger? There it is. Good.
Okay, and my tags are really hanging over, so everybody's drooping. I can see all the fingernails.
Okay, you have all of your fingers drooping over to see the fingernails. What's that fourth finger doing way down there? Why is fourth finger down there? Shouldn't fourth finger be hanging? Does Drake have fourth finger hanging on the bow?
Yeah.
Where's your fourth finger?
Yeah.
No, that's not your fourth finger. That's your second finger. Nope. Your fourth finger is this little turkey down there. Yeah.
Yeah, so
You're going to
fourth
get
finger.
second finger over the line.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. So it sounds like, do you need to slide it to the window or do you need to slide it toward the door to get second finger over the blue line? Your hand needs to go toward the window. That's right. Get second finger there. Here, just like this. Here, remember, this is second finger, okay? That's the blue line. All of your fingernails hanging right over the edge.
And then you're gonna have your thumb make a bump in it.
Okay. Yep.
And then that bump, the hand side of the bump will attach to the hand side corner of the bow.
All right, so that goes down here. And I couldn't remember, Drake, does it matter if it's the top corner of that or the bottom corner?
So you want it to be the top corner closest to the hand.
Okay.
So eventually when it's on the real bow, she'll actually slightly touch the hair, just a little bit.
Okay.
And then we float that bow up so the tip's pointing towards the ceiling. And then Sasha can land that on her launch pad right here.
Can you land on your launch pad? Put your hand out for a launch pad.
And Sasha, that is a bow hand.
Just land it. It's not ready to take off yet. Pretty
Okay.
good, Sasha.
And now, Travis, you take it back. Sasha can wiggle out her hand.
Shake it out, shake it out. Oh my gosh. Oh, your hand's like tight. Get it out of
Okay, so we're gonna do a lot of these. Maybe 3 total, one at the beginning, middle, and end of your practice.
there. Okay.
And I try as much as you can not to reform the bow hold. Just shake it out and do it again. If that makes
Okay.
sense. Don't try to move the fingers.
Remove the fingers. Yeah.
Let them settle and come in. And then you might think about drawing a line on her second finger to match up with the line.
Okay.
And then
Sure.
drawing a dot on the corner of the thumb to cover up.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Great. Okay, I'm sorry we're out of time. I have to run. But Sasha, you have so much to practice.
A lot of fun stuff to do today.
Let's finish with our bow. So you actually need to meet me in rest position with your bow and your violin. Look at that happy scroll.
And make your way to rest position.
Good. And the bow's gonna hang on a hook underneath the violin.
Over here.
Over where?
It's in this hand. And you put it on a hook of your finger. And you keep your hand down.
Okay. Thank you
Right.
very much.
Great. Thank you so much.
Travis, I'll send you a link
Yeah.
for the group class on Saturday.
Okay. That sounds excellent. What time is Saturday's group class for Sash?
11 to 11:30.
11 to 11:30. Good deal. All right. Drake, enjoy the rest of your time in Texas.
Thank you. You guys have it. Enjoy the weather, the hail, the snow, and the ski.
I hope you're getting some good running in out there in the nice weather.
Trying to. Bye.
All right. We'll see you.
Bye, Drake. Bye, Drake.
Bye. Hi, Sarah. Thank you for so patiently waiting.
Yep.
What's new in your life, my friend?
Well,
Name one of the things lately. Been doing a lot of things lately, huh?
but it's hard to think of one.
Of anything?
You haven't made any gingerbread cakes or villages of people or any baking? You guys seem to always be baking.
For New Year's, we actually made a angel food cake.
Oh, was it delicious?
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds great. We always on New Year's we eat black-eyed peas. Have you ever done that on New Year's?
I don't think
It
we've
is-
had those.
It is not as delicious as angel cake. I'll tell you that.
Sounds fun though.
No, it's good. It's supposed to give you good luck for the whole year.
Oh, that's neat. Cool.
Okay, Sarah, shall we meet in rest position with our instruments?
Get it under there so it rests there. There you go. All right.
Okay, your feet are in rest position. Make your tall tree. Look through the computer. You should be watching so carefully that you might be able to figure out what color my eyes are. Let your hand go to resting as well.
So can you keep your viola under there with your?
Just trying to make it feel comfortable under my arm.
Okay, let's work on that. Okay. Can you keep your other arm down while keeping it in rest position? That's better.
Laura, can you give me a quick rundown of everything you've been touching over the break?
Sure. Yeah, we did, let's see, some ants. We did a bunch of those. Did some of the train tracks with the tube. We did, let's see, we were like composing a piece using the strings, and she was kind of experimenting with that. Then we did like some of the guessing which string, like I would play strings and have her guess. She would do that for me too. And we did some Pop Goes the Weasel where she played the A and the D. And then we did a lot of landing the bow while trying to make no sound on the strings. And I don't have anything else. We also like went back and did a few things like from the past things, but I don't have them. I didn't record what exactly we did, but if we like still had time, sometimes we'd play like other games or whatever from past lessons.
Fabulous, thank you. So, Sarah, we're going to start with Pop Goes the Weasel.
Okay.
And then I'm going to see you silently land your bow. We're going to do something called patterning. And then we'll finish the day with some viola handwork.
Okay.
Okay, so you can set down your bow if it's anywhere near you. Put it in a safe spot. Keep your viola.
Keep your viola. So she has her bow down.
Great.
That's fine. You can keep it there.
Find rest position feet.
Rest position. Rest position feet. Make sure they're in rest position.
Okay, playing feet.
Play feet. Just start with feet. There you go.
Squishy knees. Laura, you can set it.
Okay, coming. Let's see. Wait. What do we do first? Okay. Come up and over. No, feel good?
Great. And then you make your L with your bow hand and anchor that thumb onto the fingerboard.
With the bow hand, you said?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
just with the bow hand, so no, not the left hand right now.
And that left hand can wrap around the tummy. The best place for the left hand is wrapped around tummy.
Oh yeah, we were working on that too. So on the tummy.
And then Sarah, you're gonna put thumb right on the corner.
On the corner of your fingerboard, right?
There you go. Give me an. That's right. And when you pull, rather than pulling it down, I pull up to make my sound go up. Yes. Oh, how beautiful is that sound? Do it again.
So pull the other way, other direction, I think.
Yeah. So you pull it forward and up like that. Yeah, great. All right, Sarah, do you want fast, medium, or slow?
Fast.
We're a little early. Like,
So reach up with your viola hand. And no,
which up you're gonna take it out. Yep. And put it back to your wrist position. There we go.
Now, I'd actually like you to see. I'd like to see you do eek ants in playing position as well. But I'm gonna have you do all of your play position steps on your own. Can you take care of every step? Good. And where does viola hand go?
Where's viola hand go? Where? Not on the viola, right? There you go.
Good. Eek, eek, eek.
We can see some ants.
So start with you gotta play the ants part, right? So eek. Remember the ants digging in the dirt.
Okay, now reach up with viola hand on the shoulder and bring viola back to rest position. Good. Okay, we're going to start doing something, a technique called get ready, stay ready.
Okay.
So, Laura, I'm going to have you take out your phone and make a recording of me.
Okay. Let me grab that.
I'm going to get myself all ready. And in practice, Sarah would get ready with me. And then I'm going to play Pop Goes the Weasel, and she's going to play along in practice. And then I'm going to keep my violin up. She's going to keep her viola up. And then right away, we're going to go into the ant song.
Okay.
And then at the end of both of those 2 songs, then she's going to go to rest position.
Okay.
Okay, you ready to record?
Yep.
Hopefully it'll come through clearly.
Yeah.